Coming up on Midco Sports tonight, we're talking Clark Cup playoffs. See how our local USHL teams fared in the first round. Then we'll head up to Moorhead and hear from MSUM head football coach Steve Lockway on how Dragons spring ball has been so far. And finally, we preview our live matchup tonight, the South Dakota football spring game, and talk some Missouri Valley football with Matt Zimmer of the Argus Leader. All of that plus much more. Midco Sports Tonight starts right now. Hello and happy Friday, everyone. I'm Kelly Stewart, and this is Midco Sports Tonight. Well, we will start today on the ice as the USHL Clark Cup playoffs began this week with two of our local teams in the Sioux Falls Stampede and the Fargo Force making postseason play. The Stampede, who won the Clark Cup in 2015, were glad to be back in the playoffs after missing the opportunity a season ago, and they earned a 4 seed in the Western Conference. Meanwhile, the Fargo Force are in the playoffs for the second consecutive season, and this year, they earned the 3rd seed out of that Western Conference. So starting with the Stampede, Sioux Falls and the Lincoln Stars going at it in Game 3 of the series. The winner advancing to the Western Conference semifinal. Early on, the Herd's Adam Daw slips behind the defense. Great pass from Kevin Conley, and Daw wrists it through the pads of Derek Shadig to get the Stampede on the board first. Sioux Falls up 1-0. 14-minute mark, it is Daw again. Stampede get a shot from Jack St. Ivany. It deflects, and there's Daw to send it into the goal. 2-0 lead for the Herd. It looked like they'd cruise into the break with that lead, but the Stars thought otherwise. 43 seconds left in the period. That is Tristan Ashbrook weaving his way. High shot sniping it, and it's 2-1 Stampede, end of the first period. Now on to the second. Kirill Panyukov gets the lead back to a 2-0 cushion for the Stampede. Great pass from Reed Stephenson for the one-timer. Early third period now, Colin Peters gets the rebound in front of the net, wrists it to the upper right corner. 3-2 Stampede, 1:15 to go in the period. Over 10 minutes to go now. Lincoln again. That was Ashton Calder to Casey Dornbach. That ties the game up at 3 apiece. But a minute and a half later, Paul DeNaples for Sioux Falls takes the puck center ice, wrists it right past the Lincoln goalie. Let's look at this one again because this is pretty cool. Watch this. Actually breaks the goalie's water bottle. That's pretty impressive by Sioux Falls right there. Then 6 minutes left. Stars fighting back. Eero Teravainen splits 2 defenders, sends a left-handed shot top shelf, ties it up at 4 apiece. Nobody would be able to break that before the end of regulation. So overtime, and after a little scrum, this is Lincoln's Paul Cotter ends up with the puck, gets into the Stampede zone and sends it right past Mikhail Burden. Just 34 seconds remaining in the first overtime to seal the series win for Lincoln. A heartbreaking ending in this one. 5-4 win in overtime for the Stars. They win the series 2-1, move on to the Western Conference semifinals. They'll take on the top-seeded Waterloo Blackhawks. Lincoln outshot the Stampede 13-4 in overtime and 49-25 in the game. The Stars went 0 for 3 on the power play, while the Stampede went 1 for 4. The Herd will now start preparing for the 2018 USHL draft, which will take place in early May and feature a Phase 1 and Phase 2 draft. Here's what Stampede head coach Scott Owens had to say after last night's game.
Well, I mean, yeah, I was happy overall with the whole game. I think they just kind of turned it up a notch in that third period, and then they got on a little bit of a roll. We had a 3-1, and then they kind of built off their own momentum. It was a huge goal when DeNaples to put us back on top, but then we had a couple penalties to kill, and you know what? We couldn't hang on. They're a very good offensive team, and we did our best to hang on, but in the end, they're just too strong for us.
While the Stampede are cleaning out their lockers, the Fargo Force are preparing for the Western Conference semifinals and a best-of-5 series with Omaha. The Force swept Tri-City to earn a date with the Lancers, and we use that date word loosely because these two teams are not even close to asking one another out for dinner. In fact, in their most recent meeting, they combined for a USHL season-high 182 combined penalty minutes, a game in which the Force won 8-2. Fargo went 4-0-1 against the Lancers in the regular season, outscoring them by a combined 24-6 in their 4 wins. The advantage for Omaha is that the team should be well rested after a first-round bye, but the Force feel confident after getting their feet wet in postseason play.
Obviously, it's a lot more physical. There's obviously a lot less space on the ice, so really got to take care of pucks, chip in deep and just make smart plays out there. And, any turnover, teams are going to capitalize. So it's all about, like, puck protection and stuff like that.
Well, they're going to be ready for us, no question about it. They got a good team, really have recovered. We beat them twice here a month ago. They've rattled off 8 straight wins since and nipped us out for the second place and getting the bye, well deserved. So they got home ice advantage, and we'll go down there and have a heck of a series with them.
We had a lot of success against them in the regular season, and that gives us confidence, but at the same time, we know we're going into the series 0-0, and it all starts from scratch. So we need to bring our A game because we know they're going to bring theirs. Getting this extra off day is huge for us to keep the legs fresh, but come Saturday, we need to be ready to go.
The schedule for the Western Conference semifinal series is as follows. Game 1, Fargo at Omaha. That's tomorrow at Ralston Arena, 1:05 p.m. Game 2, also in Omaha. That's on Sunday at 5:05. Game 3, Omaha heads to Fargo. That's Tuesday, April 24th in Shields Arena, 7:05 p.m. puck drop. And then Game 4, of course, if necessary, that'll be Omaha at Fargo on Wednesday, April 25th in Shields Arena. And then Game 5, if it's needed, that one will be at Omaha. That is a week from today, Ralston Arena, 7:05 p.m. All games will be broadcast live online on hockeytv.com. You do have to pay a small fee to watch those, but best of luck to the Fargo Force as they take the ice in Omaha tomorrow. When we come back, we will chat some spring football, hear from MSU Moorhead head coach Steve Lockway when Midco Sports Tonight returns.
Midco Sports Tonight, presented by Avera Orthopedics.